We have a new sign out front.
It's very
Finally,
nice.
after
2 years.
2 years, 3 years, I think it was.
Yeah.
Outside of that, town hall, people barracks, all right, water, been fairly clear, clean well. Things are operating along.
And we're gonna talk about the study, like we have a resolution on, for the study we talked about, for the bolt issue we have.
Yeah, it's supposed to be for the pipes, to make sure the pipes don't, we don't lose those prematurely. So they're good for 100 years, whatever.
The corrosion. Very.
And, Wells Communication, I was in contact with them again, see how our radios are doing. The FCC still has not issued a license for us yet. Gave us actually a band to use. There's a 5-month backlog because all water systems and sewer systems all have to change their licensing over from a wide band to a narrow band. This is in the country, so they're backed up for 5 months, so hopefully another 2 or 3 months, since our license has been in for a couple months. We should have ours, and the new radios being installed in the tank at Route 7. But the band we're using right now belongs to Schenectady County, but Schenectady County is keeping all their bands for EMS, police, fire, emergency of all kinds, so they aren't letting anybody have a band around here.
Very good, thank you. Highway, Nick Mora. Sorry.
Sorry about what you walk.
Make me get it.
Everything's fine, but come springtime, we gotta get the county to clean the ditches on Darrell Road. Mrs. Legier had a problem with the driveway and water isn't going into the culvert. I went up there and put about a ton of rubble and fixed it for her. Outside of that, everything's fine. Okay?
Very good. Thank you. Code enforcement, Deanne Marciniak, I don't want to leave you out.
As I stated in the past couple of months that permits were down. We've had some increase, but we're still down. Complaints are up, so we're handling those as they come in.
Okay. Thank you. I don't think Darla's here, correct? I didn't see her, but I have not heard anything from the DCO, so I assume everything's quiet there. New business, general fund transfers. Do I hear a motion that the town board approves the transfer of $452 for justice supplies, from justice supplies to justice equipment, and from town hall repairs to town hall personal service grants? I'm gonna fight about it. Who wants it? Bob?
I'll second.
Todd? All in favor?
Aye.
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 5 ayes, motion carries. General fund claims. Do I hear a motion that the town board approves claim number 264 to claim number 311 in the amount of $48,569.36?
So moved.
Bob? Second?
Second.
Todd? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Blue? 4 ayes, motion carries. Water fund transfers. Do I hear a motion that the town board approves the transfer of $1,082? Do I hear a motion for the transfer?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
Todd, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5 ayes, motion carries. Water fund claims. Do I hear a motion that the town board approves claim number 124 to claim number 139 in the amount of $6,562.02?
I'll make the motion.
Todd?
Second.
All in motion carries. Highway transfer, do I hear a motion that the town board approves the transfer of $395 from highway fund 9901.9 to highway repairs 5110.4?
So moved.
Todd. Second?
Second.
Todd, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5 ayes. Highway claim. Do I hear a motion that the town board approves claim number 6 in the amount of $394.11 for Schenectady County mowing? Do I hear a motion for that?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5 ayes. Motion carries. Town board meeting video approval. Do I hear a motion that the town board approve the video audio tape recording of the December 13th, 2011 town board meeting?
So moved.
Wow. Second? This one. To be put on to
You're conditionally approving it, viewing and all of that kind of normal stuff.
conditionally approving upon its viewing.
A second.
Oh, I'll add that word in there. Thank you. Todd, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
5 ayes. Right, Doug? Did I hear Doug?
Aye, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Motion carries. Water Department corrosion study. We talked about this study last month, the month before. Do I hear a motion that Supervisor Whiteley signed a contract with Core Pro Companies as recommended by the town's engineer, McDonald Engineering, to study the ongoing corrosion issue of the bolts in the Princetown water districts by reviewing the existing system information, perform field testing, analyze the data, and write a report with corrosion countermeasure options for an amount not to exceed $6,000.
Can I ask a question before we further that? I understand other towns are having the same problems. Is this not something that we could share with other towns as far as expense? I mean,
George Lee.
no, I understand that other towns have had the same problem, and I was just wondering,
No.
Yeah, I don't know what the other towns are doing.
I guess I was just wondering why we would have to foot the whole bill, that's all.
Each town is probably unique to its own self. That's with soils, water, your water chemistry, what you're feeding into the system.
So then whatever would come from
It's
this, we
unique.
wouldn't be able to share with
No.
other towns.
And not unless we found the exact same thing.
Okay.
You know,
Alright.
Rotterdam's got a lot of sand, Muscatina's got a lot of sand in their different areas. Schenectady's pipes are older.
No, I just thought I would ask if it was the same problem. I thought it might be something we could share the expense on, but.
I mean, we have, you know, there's 14 different causes for this. You know, so, but and each one is treated differently, so you gotta figure out
You know, that's
what to
understandable.
do and see what the cost is in the long run, if it really is worth it.
George, what are we gonna gain out of this by doing the study?
You're gonna find out what the exact cause is and what the exact treatment, what kind of,
Well, I mean,
what
once we
we
get
wanna
this,
do is make sure the pipes last. Right now, there is no problem with the pipes. There is no problem with the Darrell Road, Quackenbush, Route 20 corridors. It's the original system, it's only so far the bolts that hold the tops and bottom heads of the valves together.
I mean, what are we gonna gain? Do we know what
Well,
the
what I'm
system is
hoping
failing?
what we're gonna do is make
No,
sure
the
the
system's
pipes,
not-
what's it's gonna do
the
is make sure
system's
the
not
pipes
failing.
last for the 50 to 100 years it's supposed to last. I mean, if we have a problem that's gonna cause these pipes to fail in another 10 years, then we're gonna have a huge expense. So what we wanna do is stop and make sure that the pipes aren't gonna fail.
And they can put countermeasures on the pipes to
Yeah,
prevent
we did, you attach,
issues
you
if
attach
it's someday
things,
down
you
the
attach
line.
drop anodes and put them in the ground alongside and you replace those things as they wear out.
Right. Right now, we're just experiencing an issue with the
But
bolts.
you don't
We're not
want, no,
experiencing.
we're trying to, you wanna make sure, you know, it is, you know, the bolts on the system, on the original system, on the valves, we know the smaller ones are going. It would extend the lives of those a little bit longer. but we wanna make sure the pipe does not fail.
So this study is gonna tell us if the pipes are gonna fail?
No, the
It'll
study's
tell us
gonna
what the
tell us.
problem is, and, you know, when they do this, they will know what the effect will be on the pipe, because we have a couple sections of pipe we pulled out of the ground, which they can take a look at that, analyze that.
It will show the cause of the corrosion. The
It will
study
show the
will
cause of
eventually
it,
show us
but
the cause of the
what we
corrosion.
wanna do is make sure the pipes don't fail, and we don't wanna spend a couple $1 million on replacing the whole oil. We
And
wanna
if-
make sure we get the 50, 75 years, 100 years out of this pipes that we want, not 10 years down the road, we have to go through and replace the whole thing, when we're still paying for the system.
But I don't understand what the study is gonna prove. If the
It's
bolts are
gonna
failing,
tell
so-
us, it's gonna tell us the exact cause of this failure.
and
Then
then,
tell us what to do for it, what we're gonna have to do to fix it, to save the rest of the system, make sure the system does not fail. There's 14 different causes, I was told, that can cause these bolts to fail. And the same thing with the pipes and everything.
So do I hear a motion that Supervisor Whiteley sign this contract?
Second.
Todd, all in favor?
Aye. No.
Opposed? Motion carries, 4 ayes, motion carries. The retirement resolution, you'll see in the back, we went through this earlier this year. Do you remember, Carol, when it was?
July.
Okay, in July. And over the summer, we had an audit done by the New York State Retirement System who came in, and we had a very good audit. The town was found to be in compliance, and they were very pleased with the record keeping, and I have to give all the credit to Isla. She's done a tremendous job with keeping track of that in retirement. Due to a few updates and a few laws changing, there were some things that we had to correct, hence why we have the revised ROA on the back. The bottom line was, I think, that we had whole numbers and they wanted them right to the decimal. They didn't want the numbers rounded up. So, it's just the corrections that we're approving. Nobody got more days or less days, or, they just wanted it more accurate. So, that being said, are there any questions on that? Before I, no? Do I hear a motion that upon audit by the New York State Retirement System for the purpose of crediting work time through the New York State Retirement System to amend resolution number 11-100 of July 12th, 2011? Do I hear a motion for the revision of the resolution?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5 ayes. Motion carries. Election expenses. Do I hear a motion that the town board directs the Schenectady County Finance Department to levy the county elections expense on the 2012 Princetown share of the county tax warrant? Hear a motion for that? Nobody wants that.
Do we have?
Yeah. I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second? Do you want clarification?
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand, so there's.
Our election expenses are put on the county tax bill. It's every, how long have we been doing this? This is since the county took it over. Well, even before that, when it was the town's expense. It's always been included in the county tax bill. It was not re-levied before?
It was a budget item before.
Oh, it was a budget item, okay, since the
Responsibility of
county
each
took it over.
town, but since the county took it over.
Got it.
unwanted assets for
Now
the
it's
town.
going to the taxpayer.
Well, it was before too, it was just coming out of the budget.
Yeah, I understand.
So do I hear a second for that?
22.
It's kinda, you can't really fight this one.
Yeah, I'll second. Reluctantly.
All in favor?
Aye.
Five ayes, motion carries. Cusack and Company audit for the Water District year ending 2011. Do I hear a motion that the town board authorizes Supervisor Whiteley to sign a contract with Cusack and Company for the 2011 year-end audit of the Princetown Water District for an amount not to exceed $4,850?
So moved.
Second.
Todd, all in favor? Aye. Five ayes, motion carries. Mohawk Ambulance as first responder. Do I hear a motion that the town board approves the use of Mohawk Ambulance Service as the town's primary ambulance responder under the terms set forth in the letter from Dan Gilmore dated 12/12/2011. The town, I'm gonna finish reading that. The town board authorizes Supervisor Whiteley to respond to the letter of 12/12/2011, accepting the proposal and confirming no charge to the town for services. Do I hear a motion? Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
In favor? Just say aye. Motion carries. Okay, public comment. Sorry, Mr. Brown. Thanks for that conversation. If you could state your name and address for the record, please.
Stephen Brown, Dieseltech Road. At last month's meeting, much was said about some misinformation, and I'd like to address the misinformation that was used in the October meeting. At that meeting, someone used a public comment session to defend the 3-minute limit. He cited the Daily Gazette as a defense of 3 minutes. According to this person, the Gazette has a 100-word maximum. This is not true, and hopefully he's not intentionally misinforming the public. On the editorial page of the Gazette, there's a notice regarding the letter policy, and it reads, "The Gazette wants your opinions on public issues. There's no strict word limit, though letters under 200 words are preferred. All letters are subject to editing for length, style, and fairness, and we will run no more than 1 letter per month from the same writer. Please include your signature, address,